everything is alleged, and this is for educational and entertainment purposes only. All right, so, okay. So basically, what we were fed, our introduction to Gypsy Rose was a lie. She wasn't a victim of Munchausen by proxy. She was not being forced to stay in the wheelchair. She did not get her teeth pulled out of her skull just 'cause. All of the medical procedures that she had were done because they had to be. And the many procedures and unnecessary surgeries, there was not as many as Gypsy made us believe that there was, and the ones that she did have were all necessary. Okay, so I'm going to tell you about the Truth Train first. The Truth Train is a group of people, they're like YouTube channels or whatever, who kind of smelled the lie from a mile away and started digging into the evidence and the interrogation videos, the evidence, the crime scene and all that stuff, okay? They started digging into it because they knew that something was up. And they started the Truth Train. Where is the Truth Train heading? It's heading towards everyone seeing that there should be justice for Dee Dee. Okay, so the list of YouTubers, and I just want to say this because this is where I get all my information from, and bro, you know I'm obsessed with listening to everything about the case. I don't want to talk about the drama about Gypsy's life after being released and all that stuff. I don't really care too much about her life after with Ken and Ryan and all that stuff. I know about it. Don't get me wrong, I listened to it, but I'm not going to share that information here. I don't care. What I want to talk about is the FOIAs, okay? This is the Truth Train. The Truth Train is a rollin', and baby, you needs to get on board. And I know there's going to be people in the comments because I see them all the time in everyone else's videos. But Gypsy did what she had to do. She was poor, abused, blah, blah, blah. No. Listen to part 1. I told you. You believe what you were told, which was a lie by Mike Stanfield and Gypsy, okay? They took this lie and they're running with it. And I like to say how the detective in the interrogation said, don't lie, because you're going to start it starts a little snowball effect. Do you know what a little snowball effect is? It's where you start with a small lie and it just keeps rolling and rolling into these big lies, and you're going to hurt everyone around you. And this is where we are. We're in this huge snowball of lies. I love to say that. Anytime I talk about Gypsy Rose and her lies, I go, it's a snowball. It's the snowball that we're in, okay? The Truth Train? Sure, I like to call it the snowball. So, the YouTubers that I got all my information from are mostly, it started with a lady called Fancy Maselli, and she used to be associated with the Blanchard family. I guess they were chill and stuff, but then they turned around and sued her. I don't know why. I think because she started speaking out against Gypsy Rose. But she released a lot of info. Okay, this is where it kind of started. And so she started, and then the number one person that I like to listen to who really got me onto the Truth Train, and she's the one who started the Truth Train, I think her name is Becca Scoops. She did a really good video about the Gypsy Rose case. okay? She does really deep dives into the evidence and the videos and everything. And if you have a chance, go listen to Becca Scoops if you really want to get a deep dive, researched info dump, okay? There was Nina, the beauty influencer, and she's kind of more like, I think she was more, and no offense or whatever, but I felt like she was more into like the gossip of Gypsy after she was released or whatever. But I think she also knows that like Gypsy was lying. And she's also sharing information that she gets because she has inside information, okay? And then on TikTok there's Ashley Baby. I love her because she's just really good at giving us the information. And there's another one, Audrey. I love her because she's also really good at giving us the information. So if you get a chance, bro, just go look up those people or whatever. If you want a more deeper dive, more correct information or whatever with pictures and videos and blah, do that. But I want to get back into the FOIAs, which is the Freedom of Information Act. This is all the evidence that was involved in the Gypsy Rose crime, okay? The crime, not her gossip and drama, the crime. And these are mostly videos that were on Nick Godejohn's hard drive, okay? These are all videos that Gypsy Rose sent to Nick, okay? Over the course of their almost 3-year relationship. Now, these were obtained by, from what I know, is from Into the Weeds podcast, and they've recently started slowly releasing videos, text messages, pictures, whatever, everything about Gypsy Rose. Now, the most damning one, and this was probably the very first one that they released, is Gypsy Rose sitting in the middle of the living room during the day, which she said that she couldn't do anything during the day with her mom there because her mom was overbearing, overprotective, always watching, always looking, didn't allow her to do anything, have fun, blah, 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 blah. She was so abused. But here she is sitting in the middle of the living room, just like me, recording herself in wigs and scantily clad lingerie and dresses and stuff. And she has like 1,000 wigs. And she's talking to the camera. She's talking to Nick. And she says, when we have kids, we have to teach them to keep our lifestyle a secret because we're vampires, blah, blah, blah. Weird. Okay. She said, we have to protect them from the world because the world can't know about our lives and the way that we live, which they thought they were vampires, okay? And then she goes on to say, if we have a daughter, she is to give you her virginity because you are the master of the house. That is morally not good. It's very wrong to say. She claimed that he made her say this, but so far there is no evidence pointing to that. She had gone on to a podcast saying that when he said this, that she broke up with him and she said, "You're disgusting, blah, 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 blah." Why would you record a video of yourself saying these disgusting things? And it's alarming because she has a daughter now. So people are very concerned, and rightfully so, right? Right? So far, that's what's... There's so much more. This is going to be such a long series, bro. But that's part